was on yesterday in presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and given that meeting, the first list of BJP candidates for Legislative Assembly of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh is now out. Times Now has managed to access the list in detail. The BJP releasing the first list of candidates for the assembly elections of both Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, slated for later this year. We have the detailed list. We're going to put it out in just a bit, but that's the official list the BJP has put out, of course, after yesterday's CEC meeting, wherein they had categorized their strengths and weaknesses into categories and said that based on their weaknesses, they're going to be selecting the candidates, especially in the states of Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, which are going to polls just this year. We have Mohit joining us with all the names that have surfaced in the first BJP list. Mohit, over to you.
Well, yes, in fact, 39 candidates from the Madhya Pradesh and 21 from Chhattisgarh have been announced by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Remember, as we were discussing earlier, that the CEC meet happened yesterday, and this was perhaps the first time the CEC meeting happened just before the election dates are being announced. Usually, the BJP CEC happens when the election dates are being announced, but then it happened before that because the BJP...
Okay, we'll just go across to Mohit and also pick up the latest as far as these names are concerned. But like I said, the BJP strategy is in place. They've been identifying vulnerable seats both in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. CEC meet, of course, signaling BJP's leadership's intention to involve itself in a micro way in strategizing for the polls, and as a result of the same, you see this list on your screens. Like Mohit said, 39 names have been already decided for Madhya Pradesh and 41 names for Chhattisgarh, and we have some of those seats on which they have already decided who the candidate is going to be. That list on your television screens, from Prem Nagar, for example, in Chhattisgarh, it's going to be Shri Bhulan Singh Maravi. From Bhatgaon, it's going to be Srimati Lakshmi Rajwade. Thereafter, we have from Kharsia, Shri Mahesh Sahu. All of those names that Times Now has managed to access on your television screens. If we talk about Madhya Pradesh as well, very interesting, because you have certain names like Adal Singh Khansana, Lal Singh Arya, Preetam Lodhi, Priyanka Meena, Virendra Singh Lambardar, Lakhan Patel. All of those names that can be seen as far as the first list, both for Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh is concerned. Mohit is back with us on the phone line. Yes, Mohit.
Well, yes, in fact, various names for Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh have been announced by the Bharatiya Janata Party today. Now, as we were discussing earlier, that the CEC perhaps for the first time happened by the BJP before the election dates are being announced in the states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Telangana and Mizoram. The basic premise of this CEC was, and the sources told us, that various seats were categorized under A, B, C and D categories. The A category seats were that are easily won by the BJP. B category, which are usually won by the BJP. C and D category are the most tough category. C category means that from past two terms, BJP is losing on those seats, and D are the seats. D category seats are the ones where the BJP has never won. So specifically, the discussion took place on C and D category seats, and these seats comprise of those C and D category, which are very tough, and hence the basic premise was that the candidates will be given ample time to prepare on the ground, reach out to the people, so they have an edge over their rivals, because their names are being announced now. Their names are being announced 4 to 5 months prior to the elections, hence they can work on the ground. So it's a stage of strategy within the BJP. Now, the sources told us that the list might come in few days, but today also, the lists have been announced, and what we were being told is that yesterday night itself, the candidates were informed of their candidature and they were asked to work on the ground. So the BJP is not taking the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh elections lightly, and yesterday's focus was only on Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. And we know that Madhya Pradesh BJP is in power, but there have been allegations coming in from the Congress party, and the campaign that has been started today also, the Momato campaign, that how exactly there is a commission that is being taken by the ministers and the leaders over there to get the work done. Hence, BJP has learned from the mistakes they have done in Karnataka, and this will be the precursor to the 2024 general elections, and that is why we see that how just after the CEC meet, which held yesterday, where Prime Minister was part of, and it was held before the announcement of the dates of the elections, the names have been announced. So 39 from Madhya Pradesh, 21 from Chhattisgarh, and all these candidates were told in advance they need to work on the ground, and hence these will be the semi-finals to the run-up to the general elections. And we know for a fact that how there has been massive infighting between the BJP also when it comes to Rajasthan, when it comes to Chhattisgarh also, and hence the BJP would want to retain Madhya Pradesh and they would want to win in the states of Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. Telangana is also a very, very important state, but yesterday's CEC was basically regarding the tough seats that the BJP faces competition on in the state of Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. And as soon as the CEC got over, the candidates were told in advance that these are the weak seats and you need to work on them on the ground till the election times come, because you will have an edge over the rivals. So all these very, very red zone seat, I must say, and the BJP has used that word red zone seat, they are being announced
Absolutely.
as of now.
So not only did discussions take place on weak seats, vulnerable seats, BJP's welfare schemes and how they've been able to perform so far were also part of the discussions. Let's see how this plays out. Very interesting that the first list for Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh is out already.